You ever look around and wonder why some people just seem to build wealth so easily while most of us are just struggling? Is there some secret they know that we don't? It's a massive question, right? Well, today we're going to unpack the very first step to finding that answer. And here's the crazy part. The answer is actually hiding in plain sight. It's in one of the most famous success books ever written. And what it reveals is this single universal roadblock, something that stops most of us dead in our tracks before we even get started. This comes from Napoleon Hill, the author of the classic Think and Grow Rich. He said, most people never get rich because they never decide exactly how much money they want. Just let that sink in for a second. The biggest reason people fail isn't because they're not talented or lucky or smart enough. Nope, it's simply because they haven't made a clear, specific decision. Okay, so if the big problem is indecision, then what's the solution? I mean, we're always told to just work harder, right? Or save more, or find that perfect investment. But according to Hill, all of that stuff, that comes way later. He says there's this really surprising first step that has to happen before you do anything else. And that first step, it's just one powerful word: desire. That's it. That's the whole thing. The true starting point for any kind of achievement, especially when it comes to money, doesn't start with a business plan or a spreadsheet. It all begins with desire. Now, we've got to be really clear about what this word even means. This isn't some casual, oh, I hope I'm rich someday kind of wish. Not at all. Hill defines this as a burning obsession to achieve a specific goal. Think about that. A burning obsession. It's this all-consuming drive, a purpose that you are thinking about constantly. Okay, but a burning obsession sounds like, well, just a feeling, right? How do you actually turn that intense emotion into cold, hard cash in your bank account? This is where Hill gets super practical. He doesn't just leave you hanging. He lays out a concrete 3-step formula to make that desire something real, something you can actually act on. So here's the game plan. Step 1. You have to define the exact amount of money you want, not just a lot of money, a specific number, down to the dollar. Step 2, set the exact date you're gonna have it by. This creates a real deadline. And step 3, and listen, this one is absolutely crucial. You have to decide what you will give in return, because there's no such thing as something for nothing, right? What value are you gonna provide to earn that money? All right, so you've got your plan. You've got your number, your date, and what you're willing to give. But a plan on a piece of paper is, well, it's just paper. The next step is where the real magic happens. It's all about programming your mind to turn this plan into your absolute reality. And the method for doing this is, you're going to love this. It's incredibly simple. It's a daily ritual. You take that statement you just wrote down and you read it out loud. First thing when you make up in the morning and the very last thing you do before you go to sleep at night. Every single day. No exceptions. So why on earth would you do this? Well, the idea is that by repeating this statement, by seeing it, feeling it, and hearing yourself say your goal twice a day, you are literally burning it into your subconscious mind. And the theory goes that your mind then starts working on it for you automatically. It starts looking for opportunities and guiding your actions, even when you're not actively thinking about it. Pretty cool, huh? And that right there is the very first lesson from the playbook of Millionaires. See, it's not about some complex financial strategy or secret stock tip. It's about mastering your own mind first. This is the foundation, the bedrock for everything else that's going to come after. So let's boil this all down, right? The core principle is this. Number 1, the first step to wealth isn't an action. It's a specific burning desire. Number 2, you take that desire and you make it real by writing it down as a clear statement with your number, your date, and what you'll give in return. And finally, you repeat that statement every day to program your mind for success. And just so you know, this isn't some new age, fleeting idea I just came up with. This is the very first principle from that classic book, Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill spent more than 20 years of his life studying 500 of the wealthiest people of his time, people like Andrew Carnegie and Henry Ford, to figure this stuff out. This is literally the starting line. So there you have it. The secret isn't complicated, is it? But it does require you to make a decision. We've just laid out the map for the very first step on the path to wealth. So the only real question left is, now that you know what that first step is, what are you going to decide?